Welcome back to the Relius Reviews. My name is Terrell, and today's movie is focused on 2016's The Handmaiden. And the synopsis of the movie is followed: with help from an orphan pickpocket, a Korean con man devises an elaborate plot to seduce and bilk a Japanese woman out of her inheritance. I have seen this movie on Amazon Prime, as this movie was rated extremely high, and I looked it up online and it had a lot of positive reviews, and I decided to give it a go. I just watched this movie and I am really just blown away by how good it was. Here's my review on the matter. The first thing foremost, I would say that what I liked about the movie was probably the cinematography. I just felt that the cinematography, how things looked, how things were designed, filmed and edited, I thought the cinematography in this movie was really good. I just think that any movies or TV shows that's filmed in foreign locations, I think that the cinematography, the locations will always be good in my opinion. What I thought was also good was the acting itself. I think that all the actors did a good job with the acting because I didn't find any of the acting to be horrible, cringeworthiness, or just awful. And with how this story goes, how this story like starts and ends, it's just really crazy how they were able to act and everything. So I think all the actors did well. Um I would say as for the main characters, I think that the main characters, they did a good job. As this movie to me, it was like you didn't know who was playing who, because in the very beginning of the movie, what I really enjoyed was that it immediately explains and showed like who is like the main villains of the movie. But as so I thought that they were only going to be the main villains of the movie. With how the movie starts and like continues forward, you get to see that there is more than just the certain villains in this movie, as there are other people who are pretending to be the heroes that are actually the villains, with how they correspond with their actions they commit and everything. Like, this was very insane. For the plot wise itself, there was three different plots. I liked how each part, I might add, had a huge like effect on one another. Because I thought that part one of the movie was perhaps the slowest, but with how part one ended, it definitely made a lot of sense as to why it was the way it is. Like how it was executed, it with the acting, the cinematography. I thought it was perfect because I thought that by the end of part one, that what was going to happen would happen. But what happens, it does happens, but it happens unexpectedly with a huge plot twist. And with the plot twist, I was really surprised and really shocked because I did not expect for that to happen. I thought that the two people were like trying to like bilk this woman out of her inheritance, but it was just a huge plot twist out of another. And what happens at part one, I think that part two is probably my favorite part of the movie because it has many flashbacks in the backstory as to how this plan was devised, as to why this plan was devised, and also just like how shady people can be, and how you just have to be careful with who you're around and what job you have to get sometimes because of stuff like this happening. Part three, I thought it was pretty interesting. Like everybody, like the one of the main villains got what he had coming, as it was a happy ending to me. As the ending itself, it was pretty nice. It was pretty good that they were able to like fix things accordingly, and how they were able to like get away with everything. And I would say that this was a really good movie in my opinion. I was really shocked at how things transpired with who's playing who or who's setting somebody up, etc. and everything. Like, this is a really good movie in my opinion, and this is definitely one of the best movies of 2016. Like, I know this is 2021, but who cares? How this movie to me is, this movie is a 4-star movie out of 5 stars. 4 stars out of 5. Like, this movie is perfect. It has a good plot. Cinematography is on point. Like, everything about this movie is pretty good in my opinion. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section down below. Please tell me of what I should review next when it comes to movies or TV shows, because who knows, I might just do it. But until then, until next time, deuces. See you later.